Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. Welcome. Welcome to your new moon reading in Aries. That new moon is happening. The new moon is happening on the 21st of March at 1:23 p.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. It is a Cassini new moon, which means that for a half hour before and a half hour afterwards, it's like this fertile new ground, this fertilizer, super powered, charged energy to plant your seed of intention in. Right after the new moon, Pluto moves into your sign. Okay, that's wrong. Hold on. Oh, wow. Some kind of major transformation going on. Okay, so anyway, we're going to pull a card here to talk about what's going on. So every new moon becomes a full moon eventually, and this one is about 3.5 years away. And you had the card of marriage come out. So this doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to find a new partner to be married to if you're currently married, but it could have to do with your marriage leveling into a new phase. So if you're newlywed, it might be that you end up starting your family, or it could be that you look to move, or you make a career change, or something that is around the marriage, it is around the partnership for sure. So and for those of you that are looking, I'm going to guess sometime over the course of the next 3.5 years, you're going to find some success in that area. So that's really interesting. Okay, yeah. All right, let's go. And I'm going to get some additional guidance here from here. Wow, you can't make this stuff up at all. I mean, I could, but where would be the fun in that? All right, so good news. You have bread, the period of prosperity and abundance. So this could be financial. That could also be coming up because there's a couple of things going on here. We have this Page of Pentacles here in what you're seeking information and guidance over. The Five of Pentacles here at the outcome does not mean you're going to end up there. What they're saying is, look, the light is shining. You have the key. Get up, stop complaining, stop worrying, and go open the door. So you have that opportunity. And when you have this card of bread coming in, that looks really good. It could also mean that in your partnership, if like only one of you is currently working, the other one's going to find a job, and that helps with the situation. And so you are not doing this burden alone, is what it is. It's the end of a cycle. So we have a younger woman. So dealings or relationship with a younger woman. So this could be someone that is younger to you that is somehow maybe around the job situation, or maybe your friend who is, a little bit younger than you introduces you to somebody, or, if you're into women, maybe you meet someone who's a little bit younger than you and you're like, yeah, that's who it is. So we have the heart here. This is a part you can't make up. Love and deep affection and caring. So I do think that your relationship opportunities are definitely deepening with this energy. So overall, we have this King of Wands, and the King of Wands is very confident, and there's nothing sexier than confidence, right? And so whether you're identify as a masculine or a feminine, or non-binary, it doesn't really matter. There is this energy here of self-confidence, of being protected from being burned, and stepping and standing in your power no matter what is going on. No matter what is going on. And so the key to the situation is the temperance. That is the moon and the sun in balance with each other. So what you deeply want and how you put yourself out into the world, and there's very much feels like sun energy going on here too. How are you willing to allow yourself to shine out into the world? And also how you feel, the motions of the moon, right? With the sun, your soul purpose, and how you are seen, and how you are not seen, and how do you bring all that into balance. So here with this Ace of Cups in the area of what you're struggling over, it does seem that it is possible that you guys are seeking marriage, and that is totally what's happening there. So I could totally see this happening in the area of what's been draining your energy for one. So some of you are definitely looking, Aquarius, for that marriage situation, that marriage partnership. And it does seem like there's a lot of opportunity, and it feels like it's kind of new and just beginning. We have the younger woman. We have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is trusting the universe. She's doing her research, and she's learning, and she's growing. And I want to say that every step along the way that you have made in any kind of a relationship, you've learned something that's allowed you to grow and to mature. Of course, it is important that if you are feeling all out there on your own, there is the key. You have the opportunity to be confident. Oh, go unlock the door and go try something new again, right? And so we have the Page here, and we have a Page, and we have the younger woman. So this feels very youthful or new beginnings. It could also be starting over, they're telling me. So for some of you, you're starting over, and so it could be young at heart kind of energy. So how do you transform this situation? We have the Six of Cups. So this is soulmate energy. So it could be someone, it could also, but see, again, it's that maturing energy. I almost feel like, what have you learned and how have you grown, either in your current relationship or through relationships? It could be that you're meeting a soulmate. It could be someone that you've known in this lifetime previously when you were younger. Or it could be someone that you've met in another lifetime that they're stepping forward at this time. We have here the Five of Swords, which that winner-take-all attitude I find very unlikely to be productive in finding your happiness, the Nine of Cups. So I do think that there is an opportunity here for you to really find some happiness. This is Chris Ann's Light Seers, and she puts these really great affirmations in here. So, the lessons move me ahead always. So it is about what you have been learning along the way. What have you experienced? What knowledge and wisdom have you gained in past relationships that allow you to bring it all together, to come into balance, to be grounded, to be in alignment, right? We've got this Chariot here, this alignment card of your intentions and your actions. We have this alignment card here of your intentions and your actions. And so every step along the way, what have you learned? What have you learned, okay? As far as what works in a relationship and what doesn't, and what works for you in a relationship. Do you like who you are when you're in a relationship? That's a great place to start. If you don't like who you are in a relationship, why don't you like that? And oftentimes it's because the partnership that we're in reflects back to us something we don't like about ourselves. And so that is the area where you work on it. And when people say, oh, I'm in a toxic relationship, no such thing. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now, there is no such thing. I really feel strongly about it. I hate that terminology. So if you're in an abusive, quote unquote, toxic relationship, you are having reflected to you your opportunities for growth, your opportunities to stand up and say, no, this is not for me. I'm worth more than this, and walking away. Because in the heart space, we have this 10 of Wands. And this 10 of Wands, it's a couple of things. One, it says to let go of the emotional baggage. Two, it's that you're not alone. There's someone walking beside you. You are not going through this alone. So whether that is spirit or whether that is the partnership that you're moving into, whether that is your best friend, you're not going through this alone. And so this 10 of Wands, as you pack up and move away from a situation that doesn't work for you, you have help. And sometimes you have to do a lot of research to figure out where that help is going to come from. You have to make the phone calls. You have to reach out to people. Sometimes that's really important. Also, there's a lot of baggage here. Do you need to carry all of this baggage with you? Because that 10 of Wands is burdened. This King of Wands is not. And so which one do you want to be, right? And so there is this willpower will drive you forward. Your choice and your decision to move away from something that's not working for you towards something that does. And that does not mean Every relationship needs to be left. Sometimes what needs to be left is some of the baggage from previous relationships that you've been hauling around that's somehow now impacting the current relationship. And so again, the only person you can change ever is yourself. What are your choices? What are the decisions that you're making? This is a 3.5-year process that you're going through. So don't expect things to change overnight. They're not going to, but they're going to change as you elevate, as you move through this growth process, right? You're starting out as a page, but you end up as a king. And so I have every bit of confidence that over time you're going to get to where it is that you want to go. You have the card of friends, really leaning into your friends. Sometimes, they know, they will be honest with you and they'll tell you stuff that maybe you don't want to hear. Allowing them to do that for you is a gift that you give yourself, really. And also, if you need help, if you need someone to point you in the right direction, you have the card of friends. And I just want to say that in a relationship that really works, being friends first, being friends foremost, is such a relationship gift, something that you can really give yourself. You have safe and happy travel, protection from harm when journeying. That is what this looks like. And remember, it was really weird, but they said to me when I saw this king that you are protected. So you are protected on this journey as you are moving forward in your life over the next, 3.5 years in this area, in this arena of your life. And I just feel like there's a real need to trust yourself and trust what you're getting. And this is the cup of self-love. Wow. Okay. So in the area where you're struggling is the cup of self-love. When we love ourselves, when we value ourselves, that's when we become really confident and we really step into that power. Venus is going to be moving through Leo for 4 months this summer. So June 6th to October 10th or something like that. And so during this time frame, that would be especially if you're in Aquarius rising, that's in your house of partnership. But no matter what, it is opposing your energy. And Venus is all about finding your value, and in Leo, about finding your voice, to speak up, to be confident. And so really focusing on using that energy, I think you will find really beneficial. You have external validation, which means I think this comes from your friends. Your friends are like, no, you're great. You're great. The situation that you want to be in just hasn't arrived yet. But what have you learned? How have you grown? If you're feeling all alone like this, reach out to your friends, call them up and go have fun with your friends. Start there. And you have stop, drop, and ground. That is this energy right here. The temperance, the emotional balance, but also being an air sign. Sometimes we get so up in our heads, right? We're thinking through, we're strategizing. Stop, drop, and ground says, wait. And you sit down and you take a deep breath and you get into your body. And into your body means to really feel your emotions, to allow yourself to go through the emotional energy of it and not think that that is a sign of weakness. It is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strength when you can allow yourself to feel your feelings and allow them to move out. It becomes a weakness when you allow your feelings to run the show, to always, make you feel bad about yourself or not good enough. Then that is not good. But when you allow yourself to say, ouch, that really hurt. And then after you feel that and you work through that, take that higher vantage point and look at it and say, okay, why did that hurt? What was that reflecting back to me? What was that mirror that I was in that was showing me something about myself that I don't love enough? And then we come back to the emotions. The part where we love and accept ourselves for who we are. Like really accept ourselves for who we are. And say, okay, you know what? I choose to love who I am. I do think, however, that if I love myself enough, I'm not so defensive and I don't feel the need to verbally attack other people. every time they step out of line, because when we do that, it's usually because we think we're supposed to be perfect and we're mad because we're not perfect, and so we think everybody else should be perfect, and so it just gets to be a vicious cycle, right? That's just one example. So take a look at, where are the conflict zones? Where are the conflict zones? Because you're being asked to transform the conflict zones into joy and happiness. And one way to do that is by totally accepting who you are and that you're in the process of growing and becoming a more mature version of yourself, able to have more mature, loving relationships that could eventually lead to a marriage or improve the marriage that you're in. There is this deep love and affection and this caring, this open heart here that is available to you coming soon. If it's not already there, if the person isn't already in your life, they're coming soon. If they are in your life, appreciating them and letting them know that. And that is not being a doormat. That is recognizing that winner take all means nobody wins. So you have the card of external validation. I really feel like there are people who support you, who have your back. Look for them and express the gratitude. And if you're feeling like this, stand up, dry your tears, dust yourself off, pick up the key, open the door, unlock your phone, call your friends, and say, hey, you know what? I really could use a good time. Let's go do something fun. All right? Wow. That was a lot. So Aquarius, this is kind of tough energy for you. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of things tough about this energy. With Pluto moving into your sign, with the North Node conjunct Venus, squaring your sign. That's some tough energy right there. And so there is a lot here, but it's also a lot of opportunity. A lot of opportunity, and if you're willing to take the risk and go for it, this 3.5 years could really result in something truly amazing, a real gift that you give yourself. All right, you guys take really good care. I'm on Facebook every day. If you like this kind of reading, be sure to hit the thumbs up in the comments. I really do read them all and respond. You guys take care. Talk to you soon.